Ah, the skirl of the pipes. Many have been stirred by the war cry of this ancient instrument. For some, like Pipe Major Graham Burley, this love affair with the pipes began in youth.
I heard it and went completely bananas. I loved the sound, and then when I was shown what was the instrument that was making the sound, how cool it looked, and of course there's a uniform that goes with it, and all this kind of thing, I was completely hooked.
Now Burley not only plays the bagpipes, he makes them from scratch. The Great Highland Bagpipes consist of a blowpipe to inflate the bag, a chanter with finger holes, and 3 drones. Each of the wooden components are turned on a lathe in Burley's shop. This block of wood, along with many others, will soon be turned into the famous instrument of the Scottish Highlands.
The very, very first set that I ever made and sold is currently in New Zealand with a young lady who was a student of mine at the time. Bagpipes are most often made out of African blackwood, an extremely hard and dense wood. It also has a high content of natural oil, which helps to repel moisture. So it's good for, you know, the vapor that's coming from your breath blowing down the inside, but it's terrific for bagpipe players when we're always expected to play out in the rain or in -10 on Remembrance Day. Once it's rounded off, it is clamped and then it is bored in the lathe. And in most cases, I'm using gun drills for the operation simply because of their precision. I have pulled back on my radicalness of my shaping on the outside and have moved very, very far forward in the refinement of the actual sound quality. There are little tiny things that you can change, little subtleties to try to improve harmonics, you know, efficiency of airflow, this kind of thing, you know, and increase the quality of the sound. Tiny little differences in bore diameter have an effect on volume and an effect on the harmonics and overtones and so on that come through in the final sound, as well as the stability of tuning, as well as there are certain parts of the bagpipe bore where there's tapers. And those tapers are very, very important, how they're shaped and how much taper there is, what internal volume of the tapered area that do affect the sound. I've been told I'm now making something that is pretty much top level in terms of sound, that it can stand up to anything in the world.
Burley bagpipes can be heard all over, and they were all born in this little shop in Penticton, BC.
Feeling of pride, it's all like I have all these wooden children that are out in the world. So yeah, it's a pretty neat feeling. I love it.